Okay, calm down, calm down. I know this is another Palm Springs YouTube video, but this one is a bit more special than the other one. After I got back from my last Palm Springs trip, I did a bit of research and ended up finding one of the craziest collections of classic cars out in Palm Springs, and I ended up sending them a message and asking to see if they'd be down to do a photo shoot. They said yes, and they pretty much let us shoot whatever we wanted for an entire day, which was insane. I'm not gonna lie. It was such a crazy experience. The collection has around 30 classic cars in total, and we pretty much saw all of them. They have a warehouse out in Palm Springs, and we checked it out, and it is incredible what they have accomplished out there. It's super, super sick being able to see classic cars and being able to shoot classic cars and take them wherever compared to last time. I'm excited to show you guys the photos, and yeah, let's get into it. So on the day of the shoot, I woke up at 6 in the morning and drove straight over to Palm Springs. And the first spot that we ended up shooting at was at their house. They already had like 3 or 4 classic cars parked up in front of the house, which was incredible because as you guys know me, I love the Palm Springs architecture out there. So those were definitely some of my favorite photos from the trip for sure. Thankfully, there were no problems with my RB at that point. If you guys haven't seen before, on my recent video, I was having some problems with light leaks on my RB, and it ruined a couple of my favorite photos out there, I'm not gonna lie. But, well, this one, unfortunately, it did the exact same. I tried fixing it last week, and it didn't change it, so I'm going to have to swap the back and see if that'll fix it, because I have another back already, so I'll test that out and see how it goes. But yeah, unfortunately it did ruin a couple of my photos on this trip. One car that we decided to take out from all those cars parked up in front of the house was the Bonneville, Ryan's Bonneville, and that thing is immaculate. I'm not gonna lie, it is one of the cleanest classic cars I have ever seen. He is the second owner of that car, and he told me the story about what happened. The owner passed away, and yeah, it's a crazy story, and it is an incredible car, and I'm super happy that I got the chance to shoot it. So we took that car and took it to a couple different neighborhoods around the area and got some pretty cool photos. This is honestly the first time in a while that I've shot with my Nikon F3, and I am so happy that I decided to shoot with that thing, because I forget how good how good of a camera that is. I'm not gonna lie, those photos were super crisp, and yeah, I'm a huge fan of the F3 now. I'm probably gonna be shooting with that a lot more, especially because of the problems with my RB. So we actually took the car to one of my personal favorite neighborhoods in Palm Springs, and we parked it up in front of a couple of the houses and in front of some of the flowers out there, because there is a crazy amount of flowers out there right now because it is spring, and it looks super beautiful. Once we were done shooting with the Bonneville, we decided to head over to the warehouse where they had all of their cars parked up at, and that was such a special thing. It was insane. When you opened that garage door, you could see every single one of the cars they had in there. It were packed. It was just packed in there. They have a couple other cars in some of the nearby warehouses because they're running out of storage, which is insane. But yeah, I got a couple shots there, and then decided to shoot at City Hall as well, which is like close by to where the warehouse is at. After that, as the sun was about to go down, we decided to choose what car we wanted to shoot for sunset. So I had a spot in mind for sunset because I was there a week ago. So we ended up taking one of the cars of the collection and drove it all the way to the desert, right by the windmills. Wasn't too far of a drive, but it looks super super crazy out there. Like the contrast from just the homes compared to just like complete desert. It's like a 10-minute drive and it looks completely different. When we got there, the sun was looking perfect. The lighting was insane. Golden hour was looking immaculate. So as I was actually pulling into that location, I saw a dude just riding a horse just in the area, which is pretty crazy. And as we were shooting, we waved him down and asked to see if he'd be down to let us get some shots of the horse in front of the car. And those turned out to be some of my favorite photos of the day. It's so crazy because I've always been wanting to shoot something like that with like a horse and like some classic car, and the fact that it just randomly happened without even like planning anything or setting anything up was insane. This trip was super super successful, and I'm so glad that I decided to go back out there again, and I'll definitely be out there again now that I have connections to shoot some classic cars because man, it was a great experience, and I'm so grateful. Huge thank you to Ryan and Chris for letting us shoot the cars. It was a great experience, and yeah, I just had a lot of fun hanging out with some friends and just shooting some of my favorite photos that I've taken so far out there. If you guys are a big fan of classic cars, I would recommend to follow those guys. They're always posting photos of the collection out there, and yeah, they're just great people, and yeah, I'm super grateful. So that's all I got for this video. I know it's kind of a quick one, but yeah, I just had to post something about it because it was such a crazy experience. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.